Hello, you guys. Welcome back to another episode of the podcast. You guys already know what to do. Before we get into today's episode, make sure you subscribe to the podcast. But I'm gonna give you a minute to do what you need to do. Grab what you need to get. You guys already know what to do. Like it ain't nothing new, ain't nothing changed. I'm gonna give you some time to do so. So we can get into today's topic because it's serious. It's crazy. It really is. It really is. It's crazy. It's irritating. It's annoying. We got to talk about it. We got to. Okay, so today we're going to get into a thing that happened during, oh God, that happened during school. Very unexpected, should I mind you. And so we were in class, right? And so, um, I remember just hearing this bang, and we were in the back, and I was in the back of the room because in the classroom there are two back work rooms that kind of separate from the classroom. Not like separate, but it's like two back work rooms with a door on them. And so me and my friend we went in the back and we was listening to our music, right? So I heard this bang out of nowhere, and it sounded like a shot. So uh me and my best friend heard me and my friend heard it. So I ran to the I went to the door because like I said we were in the back room, in the back workroom of the classroom, and there's a door on that workroom. So I ran to the door to open it, and the knob came off because of how fast I was trying to see what was going on. Because I'm like, baby, if that was a shot, I would have took off if that's what I thought it was, because I would have been taken off. So I ran to that door. I'm breaking I broke the handle off trying to get out of there so fast because I was so shocked about what I heard, like the sound that it made. But it was just some students fighting, So let me tell you the story of how this went down. So basically, the students that were fighting, their names are Decovey, uh, Demarion, and Nathan. I was a junior. I was a junior when this happened. I mean, I was a junior when this happened. And so they were all seniors. So it first started off with they were all just playing to begin with. And so Jacoby just threw Demarion's book down on the floor and he kept doing it. And so when he threw it down the last time, he sat down and Demarion was like, pick it up. He said no. So he told him again, pick it up. He said no again. So he asked him one final time to pick it up. He said no. So Demarion grabbed Jacoby, grabbed this dude, threw him on the floor, made him pick up this binder, right? And so that's when he threw him on the floor, Jacoby pushed Demarion like really hard, And that's when Demarion started swinging on him, and he grabbed him again because Demarion is super strong. And he grabbed him again like a little baby, threw him in the air, and started choking him. And I was like, Lord. And that's when Nathan walked up behind him, and Demarion pushed him off to get him away. And that's when Nate started swinging on him. So that's when security ran all in. And so Nate started flipping tables, getting angry. And I'm like, that's the sound? Making all that noise over a freaking binder? So security escorted them out. Demarion was still in the classroom they was trying to separate all of them. And so they separated Jacoby and Nate because they jumped Demarion. When Demarion had slipped, when Nate started swinging on him, and so that's when they jumped him. So that's when the security came and they separated them, and Demarion was still in the room while the security guard was holding him down. I mean, well, not holding him down, but just holding him back. And so they dragged Nate out of the classroom, and Jacoby, and so that Nate got so mad he punched the glass window, and so did Jacoby. He punched the back glass window. I'm like, y'all punching windows now? Because he was trying to get to Demarion. They locked the door, so he punched the glass trying to break the door open to try to get to him. I was like, you doing that much over a freaking binder? And so Demarion wasn't fazed, as he shouldn't have been, because he did what he had to do. And so Nate and Dakota had to get stitches because, they sharded their hands on the glass. I mean, that was just extra. So tell me why, because all the homeroom boys started to discuss about the incident, and the basketball players was like, they started getting on the students saying, why you jump into a fight that got nothing to do with you? There was like, the only time you jump into a fight is when your friend getting their butt whooped. And Jacoby was getting his butt whooped, and Nate jumped in. Like, Nate shouldn't have jumped in. That wasn't his business to be, jumping into. And so the homeroom boys was like, we gonna jump Nate for jumping in, because, Nate always doing something. He is so childish. And so Anthony, he's a white kid. He's Puerto Rican though. I'm not gonna say white. Now Anthony went back with his snitching self, gonna go back and tell what everybody said. Like, who does some stuff like that? Like, have you ever heard of the saying "Snitches Get Stitches"? Even though you shouldn't be talking about people behind their backs, but that doesn't give you the right to go and just snitch on everything. Like, that's none of your business. Like, I didn't like that at all. When I found out, I was like, why are you snitching on something that has nothing to do with you? Like, what was the point? Like, what were you trying to gain out of that? Are you trying to cause more drama, more mess? Because that's what you're going to be doing at the end of the day. Like, that really ain't, like, you got to realize you can't be snitching on people. That's doing extra. Like, that's doing too much. So, I mean, after, I was so irritated off of that, because it's like, why would you insert yourself on something that has nothing to do with you? Like, who does some stuff like that? Like, seriously. It's ridiculous. So, very disappointed in him. Very, very, very disappointed. Because that's like some snitching type stuff. And I don't roll with the snitches. I don't roll with that, But that was a little extra. You don't go back telling what other people saying. That's extra. That's my opinion. Like, I don't know about you, what would your opinion be on the situation, but that's my opinion on the whole outlook of the story. But I hope you enjoyed, that story. It was very shocking to me as I am delivering it to you. So, but I hope you enjoyed the today's episode and what we discussed, about that high school life. But thank you for listening in. And yeah. Bye-bye, guys.